I heard the front door open just as I was tightening the last valve beneath the shower. Dripping with sweat, I called out, "You're back early." No response, just heels clicking down the hallway. She always made a point to text me when her girls' nights ended. Always sent a blurry photo, always tagged her friends. But tonight? Silence. I stepped out of the bathroom, wrench in hand, shirt clinging to my back. She stood by the bedroom mirror, undoing her earrings, her expression unreadable. "Pipe's done. I need to shower," I told her. She nodded, but as I walked past, she shoved me, hard, into the doorframe. No smile, no laugh, no apology. "What the hell is going on?" I asked. She didn't answer. She just reached behind her neck, unzipped her dress, and let it fall. My breath caught. On her inner thigh, just above the lace of her panties, was a smeared red lipstick print. A perfect imprint. Not hers, not mine. I didn't scream. I didn't rage. I just stood there, the wrench still in my hand, and something inside me, quietly, snapped. We were high school sweethearts, grew up in the same dead-end town. She wore my hoodie before she wore my ring. She was my anchor through my father's cancer. I was her lifeline through her mother's breakdown. We were partners, best friends. At least, I was. The signs had been there, but I dismissed them like a fool. New perfume she didn't wear for me. Nights she came home smiling to herself, but never told me why. That weekend trip that didn't include her closest friends, but included someone she never named. I told myself not to question it. I wanted to believe love meant trust. But trust without truth is just a knife held gently to your own throat. That lipstick mark, carelessly left, wasn't just a stain. It was a confession. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Revenge, when served raw, feeds the ego. But I wanted something slower, lasting. I wanted her to live with it. So I kissed her goodnight that evening, slept beside her, let her believe I was still the fool. The next day, I started watching, recording, saving. Every passcode, every app notification, every late-night whisper in the bathroom. I cloned her phone, installed silent cameras. I gave her rope, and she tied the noose. He was her coworker, a regional sales manager with a wedding ring of his own. They met in hotel rooms, talked in coded texts, used work as a shield. But nothing hides from a man with patience. I gathered everything: screenshots, videos, audio, even receipts. I met with a lawyer, quietly moved assets, shifted funds. She didn't know that half the house was now legally mine, and the other half, technically, hers to lose. I even filed a quiet restraining order in preparation, for her lover, just in case. I wasn't just building a case, I was building a stage. Our 10th anniversary was coming. She suggested a beach resort. I agreed, smiled, kissed her forehead, booked the suite. But I also booked one more room, and sent out one invitation, anonymous, to her lover, with photos attached. Temptation does the work when morality fails. The night of our anniversary, I set the table. Candlelight, champagne, a custom slideshow of our happiest moments ready to play. She came down in white, always liked pretending innocence. She toasted to 10 more years. I pressed play. The screen didn't show our wedding, it showed her, bent over hotel beds, kissing him in parking lots, moaning his name. Her face drained of color. She looked at me, mouth open, but I raised a hand. Don't. The door knocked. I opened it. Her lover stood there, confused, until he saw her, until he saw the screen, and then he saw his wife, standing beside me. I had invited her too. Her eyes were already wet. She slapped him, hard, no words, just a scream. He begged. She left. My wife, no, ex-wife-to-be, stood frozen in the wreckage. I picked up my bag, dropped the signed divorce papers on the table. Everything in that suitcase is yours. Everything else? Mine. She grabbed my arm. "Please, we can fix this." I looked down at the lipstick stain she hadn't even tried to explain. "We already did," I whispered. "This is the fix." I walked away that night, didn't look back. She moved out in silence. I never had to raise my voice. I'd already raised the truth. Now, she lives with her choices, alone. And I shower in peace. No lies in the water. No lipstick in my home. Just silence. Some people get justice in court. I built mine in the shadows. And it tasted better than any apology ever could.